Get your CGR shirts and glassware at ClassicGameRoom.com. Classic Game Room is brought to you by Magnum Skywolf. CGR is supported by fans on Patreon. Thank you. Welcome to Classic Game Room, where it's time to burn monsters with monsters and shoot them with lasers. It's time for Godzilla on the PC Engine. Whoa, there goes your PC Engine. Here comes Godzilla and Friends on your PC Engine from 1993. The height of the Street Fighter II and Mortal Kombat fighting game craze. This is a 2D fighting game starring many of cinema's greatest monsters throughout the entire Godzilla series, and while Godzilla may be known for wrecking things, he's not known for putting out a lot of good video games. Godzilla vs. Gigan. He's one of my favorites. I love the Gigan movie with the Japanese hippies. The great thing about this game, while it's probably an average fighting game, it's not that bad. But where it really stands out is its obvious love affair with the Godzilla movie franchise. It does a really nice job recreating the look, feel, and sound of Godzilla throughout the years. Even if I find the controls a bit frustrating, this one plays more like Mortal Kombat than Street Fighter. It looks and sounds amazing, but the PC Engine controller only has 2 buttons, one of which jumps, at least when you're Godzilla. That leaves the other button to attack when combined with a bunch of various controller movements. So basically, throughout the entire game, you'll be discovering special moves for each of the monsters, who you unlock after defeating them as Godzilla in the campaign. And the annoying part is that Godzilla is probably one of the least interesting characters in the game. I'd rather play through as King Ghidorah. He's always one of my favorites. But after beating the crap out of King Ghidorah, at least you can unlock him in the Versus mode, where you can battle the computer or a friend. If you have the PC Engine multi-tap, because for whatever reason they thought it was a good idea to only put 1 controller port in this thing. Really? The Dreamcast has 4. Like Mortal Kombat, you're not going to get very far in this game unless you learn each of the monsters' special moves, and it seems like there's a lot of them. Gigan's spin move is easily one of my favorites, but I still haven't figured out his chest saw blade attack. I haven't found a good resource anywhere to give me the moves for this game. There's not much out there about it online. And you know it's not bad. It's not a great fighting game, but it really succeeds at style. Street Fighter, anyone? If you love Godzilla and 1990s fighting games, I think you'll really enjoy this one. You'll need something to play the PC Engine CD games. This is a Super CD with some super awesome packaging artwork. And some of that super rad Godzilla music. Want some more monsters? You can do that. You'll need a PC Engine multi-tap, a second controller, and your Sega Dreamcast hooked up to the internet, because there's a code online which allows you to unlock the rest of the monsters. But you'll need that second controller to do it. I think this game would be best enjoyed as a versus fighting game. That's really what these were made for in the first place. You'll unlock new monsters, or spaceships, or robot monsters each time you defeat the game, and I think they're the most exciting part of it, learning all their moves, playing as all of the other creatures, except I don't think Mothra is in here. This one predates Space Godzilla and Destroya, and thankfully the 1998 Godzilla film. That's like the Jar Jar of the Godzilla series. I've actually had long, in-depth discussions with people over what's worse, 1998 Godzilla or Episode 1. I think if you have to make a choice between those two things, you've done something wrong in life. It's actually a good discussion because you have to ask how they screwed up a movie series where all you need is a bunch of drunk people in rubber suits to step on miniature cities and cause explosions. It's not that hard. Then again, Jar Jar, so, you know, they both suck. Thankfully this game doesn't. Hey, check this out, there's bonus rounds which I think are trivia in Japanese, so I just guessed at them and did pretty well. I shot down numerous UFOs with my Japanese illiteracy. And hey, on that note, I have a huge Godzilla-sized Classic Game Room shout out and thank you going all the way to Mark and Suzanne from East Meadow once again. You continue to prove that the PC Engine really is a kick-ass game system to collect for. It'll bankrupt you, but it's a lot of fun before you run out of money. Check out the sweet disc too. That looks really cool. If you're going to buy the game anyway, buy it through ClassicGameRoom.com. Classic Game Room is supported by fans on Patreon. Thank you. Now prepare for the Lord Carnage Club, where I celebrate these backers on Patreon by shouting their name in a volcano! Derek Langley. Beer is the trick. Steven Chucknick. From New Jersey, Michael Fernandez. People not named Michael Fernandez aren't Michael Fernandez. Al Stiver. Woo! EDM! Jason from British Columbia. Philipp Straubenmueller from Vienna, Austria. Cue the thunder. Jeff, Captain Dauntless, Briar. Cue the lava. I don't know what lava sounds like. It sounds like this. Jack Stavris from Australia. Ohad Kane, Master of Thunder. Chip Senkbeil, Fighter of Space Bees. Woo! Rick DeBarros gets the extra disco. Michael and Arianna Nelson, Fighters of the Future. That's enough disco, because now it's time to shout, Busy Signal! That's right, and keep the volume loud, and the party rocking for... Sean Zoltek. Really? No. Sean Zoltek! Sergio Matthias Hergert! Tubular. Will.